Hi! No hair flip today because I think if I did it, my wig would fly right off. So we're gonna save that for the next video. Today's video is going to be the first in a series called Cosplay Basics. Wow, yay, so exciting. It's a new series that I plan to do over the summer, which is going to touch on a lot of the basic elements of cosplay, ranging from wigs to how to do makeup to doing cosplay on a budget, thrifting, sewing things. I've done quite a few videos and tutorials in the past, but I wanted to make a dedicated series out of it, so stay tuned for that. This might help if you are starting to get into cosplay and you need some resources for conventions that are happening over the summer. So today we're going to be talking wigs. And specifically, we're talking about my favorite stores, online stores, and places to buy wigs. Because that's always a question that people ask me, where I get my weaves from, and I get them from a variety of places, so I'm gonna show you my secret little places to go for high quality wigs that won't kill your wallet. First things first, I want to introduce my little friend here, who doesn't have a name, but I've owned this little lady for a long time. This is my wig head, and wig heads weren't as accessible as they are now. Now you can just walk in any beauty supply store and find them, but when I was looking in my area, I couldn't find wig heads anywhere. So I went into one beauty supply store and they only sold them with these face covers like attached to the front. Wig heads though are probably something that you're gonna want if you are getting into wig styling, and that's because you put the wig on top and it gives you kind of like a base for you to style your wig on. As you might be able to see, oh, her face just fell off. That's horrifying. She doesn't look as scary now, but subscribe to my channel. I've also seen places like Value Village sell them, so they're very accessible now, and I think they only cost like $2 or $3. Okay, first things first, if buying online isn't an option, then you can always check out local listings. Now, I know for me personally, I'm not sure if this applies to where you are in the world, but for Toronto, there is a GTA cosplay buy and sell group on Facebook. There are lots of cosplay buying and selling groups on Facebook, and a lot of people listing costumes as well as wigs, anime merchandise. Usually it's done in the same fashion as Kijiji, where you would message that person personally and you can arrange like a meetup time, and it's usually all through just like cash exchanges. So if you're comfortable with that, that's always an option. That means you can generally get things quite close to the deadline you're looking for, especially around convention season. A lot of people, if they're going to the same convention, will be open to like meeting up with you at the actual convention and doing the exchange, so that's always helpful. And next up, let's talk about this weave here, and this is actually a very long wig. This one is from Arda, which is a very well-known wig store amongst the cosplay community, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have already heard of this. This wig they actually sent to me to play around with, and they let me pick one off the website, so I picked the Venus style wig in this bright red, cherry red color, and I kind of got it because I was thinking about doing another Urza Scarlet cosplay. I really love Fairy Tale. These wigs are really nice. They're very silky and long, and they don't really tangle that easily either. These wigs are actually heat resistant, which makes them really good if you need to do a hairstyle that requires curling or waves or crimping or any of that stuff. They are a little bit, I think, more on the pricier side in terms of some of the other stores that I have bought wigs from, but the quality is really good. Also with Arda, they carry a lot of theatrical makeup brands, so if you're looking for body paints or skin eyeliner pens, lip glosses, makeup, contouring kits, all of that stuff, they do also carry those on the website, which is very helpful. My personal favorite place to get cosplay wigs is a website called Wig Supplier, and this was like the biggest cosplay secret for a while that my friends and I had, although I'm sure a lot of people use that website. It's a Chinese supplier website, so everything ships from China, but they have a huge selection of wigs and they're really cheap. I actually found them through eBay. A lot of wigs that are very nice quality. They are thick, they are silky. They carry a brand of wigs which is very popular on Taobao, which is kind of like the Chinese version of eBay. And their personal brand of wigs is called Email. Yeah, I've got a ton of different wigs. I've got a ton of different cosplay wigs off there. These are some wigs which I bought off of Wig Supplier. There's this one here. They're all gonna be in packages because I really don't feel like taking them out right now. But this is the one that I used for my League of Legends Syndra cosplay. This is a brown wig, which I got for my Jupiter cosplay. This was from Email. You can see the little baubles at the top. Wig Supplier is a really good website to check out from, especially if you're on a bit of a budget, so I highly recommend you check them out. Next is an online store called Lukai, and they have their own website. I will link it down here. But they are very good for specialty wigs. The way this website works is that they do character wigs more than just an open variety like Wig Supplier. It's very good if you're looking for wigs that are kind of crazy or characters that have like a very specific, unique style. Lukai carries a lot of them. They also carry very unique colors. For example, I cosplayed Sumiya from Fire Emblem Awakening a few years ago. I was looking for a very specific color of wig, kind of like a very light milk tea brown, a bit of the cooler side, but also had like a pink tinge to it. And I looked everywhere and I couldn't find one until I found a Sumiya cosplayer on DeviantArt, and I asked her where she got the wig from, and she said she got it off Lukai. If you just don't feel like styling a wig, Lukai is a very good choice, and they're also not too expensive. But the thing is, a lot of their styles are often sold out, and they do take quite a long time to ship out. I would say maybe 3 weeks, but I really like them as a store, and I highly recommend them. eBay! eBay is a fun one to get wigs off of, although it can be very extremely hit or miss, is that a lot of stores steal each other's reference images. So, for example, if you searched up Sailor Pluto wig, like what I was doing, you kind of have to put faith in the store reviews. They all had the same reference photo, and I kind of just went with whichever one was cheapest, so I put my faith in the eBay gods and they delivered. The thing is with eBay, again, you can find a lot of character specific styles, and you can find a very big variety. Sometimes they'll be really crap. If the price is very, very cheap, I would be careful with that. Finally, a cosplay store that I personally don't have experience with, but my friends have bought from them and they love them. And this is more towards fashion wigs and everyday wigs than more cosplay oriented ones. And that store is Lock Shop Wigs. Lock Shop Wigs, I think, is targeted more towards a Lolita audience because they do carry a lot of two-tone wigs and a lot of very pretty Lolita-esque styles. They are a bit pricier. I believe they ship out of Germany or something. So I think all of their costs and prices on their website are in euros. So that's very good if you are in Europe somewhere. Overall though, I think I'm definitely gonna tell you, if you're looking for a wig, go for Lukai or wigsupplier.net, because that's where I've gotten most of my wigs from, and it's not insanely expensive and you got a good variety, so you can't really go wrong. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of my cosplay basics series. If you have any questions or have any other wig stores that you'd like to get your cosplay wigs from, make sure to link them down in the comment box below so we can all help each other out. And if you have any requests for videos, make sure to leave those as well, and I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya! That feeling when you take your wig off and you look like you're bald. Feels good, man. Feels good.